What is up, guys and girls? This is Brandon Coin. If you're having issues keeping your OCTOMINER rig cool, don't worry, you're not alone. So am I. So I'll show you what I did to actually keep mine cool without having to buy that expensive $300 case. Let's go. Alright, and before we get started, actually me showing you the rig, don't think I'm actually bad talking OCTOMINER by any means. These are good motherboards and they're super easy to set up and get running, and it's nice that they have a CPU pre-installed, but the biggest issue is just the fact that the cards are side by side. They're so close together and they don't have a lot of air to breathe. They were never designed to be an open air rig frame. But don't let that deter you from buying one. The only reason I have not bought any more is because whenever I expand, it's like in chunks and sections. So I like the fact that I can get stuff through Amazon, and OCTOMINER does not offer any Amazon Prime shipping, of course. So you got to order it from China, and it takes a long time to get in. So for me, I just spend a little bit more and buy my CPU, my motherboard, my RAM, buy it all separate. And yeah, I've had pretty good luck out of running some of the Gigabyte H110 D3As and the Gigabyte Z270s. But I'm not going to hold you up any further. Let's go and open up the tent and take a look at the OCTOMINER. Alright, so I have this whole setup running inside of one of the tents. If you want to see more about this tent setup, I'll post the link down below where I actually assemble it and put everything in here. But what we're specifically talking about today is the OCTOMINER, which is down there. And if you'll notice, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards on the OCTOMINER board, and then I'm running risers up from the other ones up to these 4 cards. And that's been the easiest, cheapest way for me to get this OCTOMINER board to run at like stable and consistent temperatures. The OCTOMINER is not meant to be an open air rig. It's meant to have air forced through it. And even inside this grow tent with the cards right beside each other, there's just not enough airflow. Now on an open air rig, there's plenty of airflow coming through here. But that OCTOMINER has to have air like forced through it. So if you're not planning on buying one of the expensive cases or don't want to mock up and build your own, the easiest thing to do is just to take and run every other card and then put risers and run the other up above it, just to give them more room to you know, just be kind of spaced out and disperse the heat and get more fresh air to the cards. And other than that, there's not a whole lot of other options. Some people have done cardboard ducting, and they've, you know, funneled a box fan down to an OCTOMINER. I've seen one of the guys in the Discord chat, Poogie, he did something similar to that with like a regular style motherboard, but I'm pretty sure something like that would work good because it funnels all that airflow down to like a small spot and through the cards. But if you're having issues with your OCTOMINER about staying cool, please comment down below and let me know if you found some other creative solutions. And maybe there's somebody else out there that's just figured out something that I've missed. But I really do appreciate you guys checking in, and hopefully there'll be a whole lot more coming up here soon. I got a whole nother rig ordered, and I'm working with Spartan Mining on another AMD setup, so look out for those videos coming up. But if you want to stay tuned, I'm just going to do a little brief overview of what I currently have and what I plan on adding. Alright, so as it stands today, I have a 1060 rig right here. This is 6 GTX 1060s. 5 of them are 6 gigabytes, and one is a 3 gigabyte model. They're all running on the H110 D3A motherboard, and pretty much almost all these risers except for one are the version 006 risers. It's got 4 gigs of DDR4 running Simple Miner on a USB stick, plugged in to LAN, and I got that running to a network switch over there that's plugged in downstairs, all with being powered off of a G4400 CPU. So very, very simple, easy, profitable setup right there. And then now moving over to this rig, this is another H110 D3A 4 gigs of RAM, G4400 processor, and we're looking at an RX 580 right here, an RX 570 right there, a 560, a 560, a 560, and then a 580 to round it out. I know I talked about this earlier. I'm working with Spartan Mining on getting another AMD rig, and it's going to be a full 570 rig, and I'd like to split this rig up and do a full 560 and then a full 580 rig, just, you know, in the future. Obviously, I have my NVIDIA rig inside of there. It's got 3 GTX 1080s, one 1070, one 1060, and then the OCTOMINER board that's got 8 1050s. The current state of the box collection is as follows. I have all the boxes for everything that I currently own. I bought a couple used stuff from other miners, and I've been lucky enough that they've had the original boxes, but it doesn't look like that's always going to be the case because some of the upcoming cards that I'm buying are missing the boxes. So, you know, for all you box collectors out there, I'm with you in the same boat. I love having my original boxes. Yeah, I don't know. We could almost like start like a box collection forum or whatever. I enjoy the box art. I like the different boxes. I like how they're, you know, colors and stuff. But yeah, probably sound like a weirdo now.